Dance to the beat. RBB. Mummy ale. Dance to the lock. Yeah, I'm in the laughing on it. Go go. Go go. Go go go. Gano go.
Hello everyone, this is Jonah the Orange, and today I'm playing a bit of Milli Vanilli and some wardogs. For the first game, I'm playing some slingers, and I've got to say, since you have that charge ability and break ranks, it's just a great combo for Milli Vanilli. And as we all know, recently the spears did get nerfed on Milli, but the slingers didn't. And yeah, they can nerf Milli all they fucking want. I'm still going to play him. I'm going to figure out a way. And so far, the ways I've figured out how to play him decently is use anything but spears. Now, I am still getting the hang of the fire arc on these dudes. Sometimes I don't friendly fire, other times I do. It's all a learning experience. If you aim slightly down a hill, it just hits everyone, all your allies in the back. Also, if you aim slightly up a hill, other times it just friendly fires them for shits and giggles. But yeah, today I'm playing shit that I usually, well, don't play. So it's all a learning experience. And I've got to say, I've missed out on some good units. Also, the recent buff to wardogs kind of helped out a bit. But we'll get into that once I do play the wardogs. So let's hop back in to talking about Milli. I think I will try the spears at a later tier, but when it's tier 5, tier 6, even tier 7, I think I'm going to stick with pikes and slingers. Now you may be thinking there's better pike commanders out there, and that is true, but, you know, I've got nothing to say. Yeah, there is. I still like my Milli pikes, man. The unit itself is so strong. You can play it on any commander. And personally, I prefer it over the Leo pikes. Just because Leo's a bit of a slow prick. And the turn rate on the tier 7 units in general is pretty quick. At tier 5 it's kind of hopeless, but at tier 7 you don't need rapid advance to turn around and whippersnipper everyone in the face. Also, in my honest opinion, why would you ever play spears anymore since Milli got nerfed? But that's just me. I know they're still good. But in my opinion, there's a better unit just around the corner called pikes. You may have heard of them. They're pretty fucking decent. And now that you can't catch ranged units on a low tier Milli anyway, you might as well play something slightly slower with a lot more killing potential. The other option is you just play with some ranged units and go Leo spears, but I'm going to be honest, I don't know that many people that play ranged units. Even though I reckon they're at the height of their power at the moment, you just don't see many of them. And yeah, surprisingly, most of the people I play with play barbarians. Like the whole fucking team is barbarians. You can go to my Twitch channel and you'll see all the games I play. It's barbs, all on my team. And you might think, oh, it's Versi Cav. Nah, we're talking infantry 24/7, bro. So when that barb infantry buff does hit, hopefully it wasn't just a slam thing. That's alright, but... And this is a bit I was talking about. I friendly fire fucking all the time on these cunts. It's just what I do. And we haven't actually talked about slingers that much. As you can see in this game, they do pretty damn well against scorpions, as well as shooting anyone who decides to retreat in the back. So, at this low tier where ranks will be, that's a really solid choice. I'm going to fucking say it. I'm going to say it. I think it'll be the most popular ranged unit in ranked because of the maps that Creative Assembly picked. I still think javelins are up there. They must be. Oh look, I think I friendly fired my fucking self. I am. And this is why I play javelins and archers. I don't have to worry about that shit. But that's just me not knowing mechanics or slingers that well. Because back in the day, why would you play them when there was archers right there? That old barrage was a nuclear bomb. And yeah, there's just no point even touching this unit. So as you can see, that cav has caught me out. I am just going to melee him with one of my slinger units. That way he can't just run through and engage all 3 of my slingers and fuck me up. And hopefully I'll buy enough time for the infantry to come around and help me. But I have been shooting the infantry in the back a lot, so they decide, nah, fuck you, bro. You're on your own. Good luck dealing with that. Which is fair enough, whatever. One of the things I think that gives slingers the advantage over scorpions is because you do have break ranks and your charge ability. So their slow on you is not enough to stop you from getting in range of them. And of course the advantage of the scorpions is that they're always going to do damage no matter what they shoot at. So which units you want to bring all depends on what you're versing and what the meta will be. If it's mostly melee units, I'll probably prefer the scorpions and the javelins. If it's a bit of a mixture, then the slingers can kill most of the ranged units pretty damn well. Then you have the fact that it's 5v5, so at some point the slingers aren't going to be hitting that hard after they have killed the ranged units. But I guess you only have to kill one fucking other player to be worthwhile. The other thing that could be pretty scary is a really aggressive team, where they just keep pushing up and you have to keep trying to fall back. Eventually that cav will probably fucking chew you alive. Or the javelins will catch up to you. Actually, I'm not sure. Can the javelins catch these dudes? I don't know, every time I verse other ranged units with solar jabs, it seems like you outrun everyone. But I'm not sure. Break ranks plus charge versus dash plus whip. If it was tier 7, I'm pretty sure that solar jabs would win out, but we're at tier 5, bro. I could easily look it up, but I decide one of you guys can tell me in the comments because I'm fucking lazy. Oh, and on a bit of a side note, one thing I have noticed about slingers, if you do verse higher tiers, you do no damage. As in, I was shooting pikes at tier 6, who don't even have ray shields. He was playing melee pikes, and he took 6 damage. And that's when you go, oh well, this fucking unit can go suck a dick. But when you verse your own tier, they do very well. And luckily ranks is going to be everyone at tier 5, so that's not much of an issue. But it was an issue when I was playing them and we versed tier 7s and tier 8s with my tier 6 slingers, or tier 6s with my tier 5 slingers, where you could hardly damage even their ranged units. Which is probably why I am preferring the javelins at the moment, because I can verse the higher tiers. It doesn't matter in the slightest, I can still give them a hard time. And even with the archers, you can give higher tiers a run for their money. I just find that the slingers can't really pull that off. But it might just be me. Now let's go to the next game. And this time we are playing a bit of the wardogs. I'm not good at it. I'll just get that out of the way. But I gave them a solid go yesterday. We must have played at least 6 wardog games, and my average aggression points, not total score, some people get that shit mixed up. My average aggression was at least 2,000, if not 2,500. And this is my most hated unit. I fucking hate them. I don't know how they work. Half the time I'm just doing random shit. So saying that, and looking at my average aggression, that buff really helped out. And you can see all these games on my Twitch channel, and you'll see even when I get a good score, I think I'm doing fucking horrible on this unit. It's just something about it. Well, in my opinion, I feel like I'm losing 24/7. And then I look at the score and go, oh, I must have fucking killed someone. One game I got barraged by archers, shot by 6 different units with their pylons. I lost half my shit at the start of the game. And at the end of the game I had 3,000 aggression. I was like, okay, what the fuck did I kill? Now going back to the start of this replay, you'll notice I released one dog unit to take on that cav. If he charged, he would have killed that dog unit. But then I could send my other 2 in to counteract his charge and get my own damage in. That was the idea. If it would work or not, I have no fucking idea because I don't play wardogs. And just before I sent another wardog unit to the left to chase off that cav. And I was sacrificing that. I thought he would charge it, it would die. But it would keep him off my trainers. And yeah, he did nothing there, so I guess I'll just chase these archers. And the reason I'm chasing the archers instead of helping my allied infantry is because he was having a hard time getting shot, and we decided the best option was for me to chase these guys off. It could be the wrong option. I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna keep saying it. I don't play this unit. I have no idea what I'm doing. As you could probably tell when I released my wardogs earlier to chase the ranged units, I thought they had a bit of a turn to them or something. But no, you have to like predict their path and send the wardogs that way. They won't change their path based on where the enemy goes to. One thing that did surprise me, I guess if I had all 3 units up there, I could route that infantry that my other 2 wardog units are facing. But since I only have 2 wardog units there and the wardogs don't actually do morale damage, that one unit gives me a hard fucking time. Also, when my wardogs did attack that scorpion unit, notice that they didn't chase it. So it feels like once the dogs have a scent of what they're going to attack, they don't change course. That's what they're attacking, and nothing else matters, which to me is a bit of an issue, because I'd rather them change course instead of getting push through damage. People call it pull through damage, but they're fucking... I won't go into that subject ever again. Just trust me, it'd be a long fucking rant about me saying the units are pushing through, they're not pulling anyone down. I watched the unit animations 100 times, and when you are taking push through damage, none of them are pulling anyone down. But let's stay off that subject of me. I must have had that conversation a billion times. And sometimes you just have to agree to disagree. Also, you may be wondering why I'm playing a Minius Wardogs and not Boudica. It's because at tier 5, I find that Minius is just as good, if not better. And mili just got nerfed, so now I'm trying to find a melee commander who can chase down ranged units. You see what's happening? Oh, I might be playing a lot of wardogs in the near future. And like I did say on my Twitch channel, they feel to me like a shit version of mili. And why would you not play mili instead of the wardogs? Probably because that cunt got nerfed and the wardogs got buffed. Instead of having phalanx to hold people up while you kill the ranged units, you now have your actual wardogs to hold them up while your trainers kill the ranged units. Not only that, you do have enough speed to at least keep the pressure on them. What I find with tier 5 mili at the moment is you can't even do that. So I think once I get the handle of the wardog mechanics and maybe get some higher tiers, get a bit more of an understanding of how the unit works, it could end up one of my favourite units. Or because they decide to fuck over another commander, basically. And remember, Boudica's Rebellion at the higher tiers, I think it's tier 9, does add plus 10% movement speed. And that's when I think, oh, ditch poor old Aminius and change to Boudica. And then again, they have said they're going to change Infiltrate for a very long time. I'm not sure if it's vaporware or not, you know what I'm saying? They've been saying it for so fucking long and nothing's happened. I'm not sure if they're just dangling a carrot in front of them, or if it's going to actually be a thing. And by the way, I remember this moment, and Infiltrate did catch me out, which might make you think it's a great ability, but the whole thing is, like, you're relying on the enemy to play bad. If I was a decent player, I would have just gone, oh, he's an Infiltrate. And remember, ranked is only going to have 5 players. More than likely, they're all people you know, so when something pops out of nowhere, it's going to be quite obvious. Unfortunately, we did lose this game. I was going to upload some of my other wardog games, but even though I did get a good score, I literally had no fucking idea what I was doing. You can see them on Twitch, and you'll notice I shit talk dogs a lot. But by the end of it, I started going, oh, I don't know, this unit's getting starting to wear on me. I'm starting to think it might be good. And like I said, they were really good at hunting down ranged units, which used to be Milli's job. So now, might just have to spice it up and go the good old dogs. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and thumbs up and all that shit. For my next video, I hope I can get some mili games in. It depends on what team combo we are running. But I hope I can get some in, and I'll see you next time.